Morning, evening, afternoon. Timthetatman 2, the Just Chatting podcast version of me. We got a banger for you today. A lot of you probably know Symfuhny, little guy, really big nose. You've probably seen him around on Twitch, maybe even YouTube, around Verdansk. Well, guess what? One day, this little man tweets something out and he decides to roast me. So what you're about to watch in this video is me reacting to this video that Sim made roasting me, and me, of course, letting him know what I think about it. Be sure to drop a like on this and be sure to share it with a friend. If you're not subscribed to Timthetatman 2, the Just Chatting podcast version of me, I'm gonna give you a second. Hit the sub button. All right, thank you for doing that. Be sure to tell somebody you love them. Okay, I'll catch you in the next one. Apparently, I have to look at Sim's tweet. Whips, can you DM me this tweet everyone's talking about? I felt this. I hope Florida's okay. This man did not edit me into the earthquake this morning. I know that, right? I know he did not. His quote here is, I felt this in LA. I hope Florida is okay.
Item. Oh my god. Did you feel that, Chris? Holy f. Item. Oh my god. Did you feel that, Chris? Holy f.
You know, the thing is about Sim, I want to make fun of him a little bit, but he's just so easy to roast that it makes me not want to roast him. Does that make sense? So like, I want to be like, I go in a little bit, but he's so small and he's so tiny that it's like, I'd almost feel like a big bully if I actually tried to roast him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so tiny. I mean, this man literally he's got the body type where it looks like a, 30, 40 mile an hour wind could potentially do some damage to him, On top of that, in a previous life, man, he had to have been like an anteater or something based on that nose I'm looking at. That's the biggest nose I've ever seen in my life, literally. I'd imagine that if I was Sim and I had the nose that size, bro, it's got to be awkward to like turn because you could literally just be like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, to sum Sim up, bro, I'm more nervous in a fight against Brooke than I would be against him. So I can't roast him, bro. Can't do it. I don't want to hurt him too bad. I'm back, bro.
What are you doing, bro?
I had to look at something that Sim tweeted.
Oh, hurry up, man.
Please don't yell at me like that, bro. I had to look at something that Sim tweeted. All right.
Yeah, it took too long for my liking. Let's go.
Okay.
Pouring PK on me, Chad. Guy fucking went double mute for 10 minutes.
You see what he tweeted? You didn't see what he tweeted?
I saw what he tweeted. Okay, I don't know how I feel about it really. I did laugh a little. I did giggle.
I'm fairly certain you could tie both my hands behind my back and I could beat the shit out of him. I think.
I don't know.
I think he can just hit me till he gets tired.
That's probably true,
I
actually.
don't think he's going to knock me out. No way.
That's pretty true.
You know, it would be the battle of the Titans, bro. Him against Cloakzy.
I think Sam is just not. I don't know.
Who do you got in a fight? Him or Dennis? Dennis is starting to get fat in his old age a little bit, bro. And Sim's lifting. I actually think I picked Sim over Cloak. Cloak's getting a beer belly.
Yeah, but Clock's older and more experienced. I think maybe. I don't know. Either one of them are string fucking beans. I have no idea. It's like the battle of the little fucking babies.
For those of you Cloakzy fans out there, allow me to put your mind at ease. He will not be here today. He FaceTimed me 7 times in a row when I wouldn't pick up. And the reason he called me so much was because he wanted to chug a beer with me over FaceTime. Which is ironic that he called me so much considering he never picks up my phone calls and he was like so persistent about me picking up the FaceTime. I chugged the beer with him. I did. But he was hammered. Yeah, he was hammered, bro. You guys know the kind of drunk where people say the same thing to you over and over again and they think they're saying it to you for the first time? That was hit. That's kind of the that's kind of where he was at last night. He just kept saying the same thing to me and we kept having the same conversation. We're on the phone for like 10 minutes. It wasn't that long. But listen, I've been drunk and I've been there. I've been at a spot where I'm saying the same thing to people over and over again, be like, dude, I'm so funny, I should be a stand-up comedian. They're like, Tim, shut up. I'm like, okay. So I've been there, I get it. But he's not gonna be here today. And here's how I know he's not gonna be here. Ready? He gets me to chug the beer with him. You wanna know how drunk this kid was, bro? Wanna know how drunk? Here's what happened, literally. He goes, all right, Tim, let's chug a beer. So I get a Bud Light. I open the Bud Light in front of the camera because I knew he was going to be like, bro, is that a fresh beer or something like that? I literally crack it in front of the camera and I'm ready. I'm like, all right, bro, let's chug it. This kid's so drunk that he goes, wait, is that a fresh beer? And I was like, what? I was like, homie, I just opened it. He goes, no shot. I was like, what? So he made me open another beer in front of him, in front of the camera. That's how drunk he was. You know what I'm saying? So I opened two, I chugged one, and then I just drank the other one casually. But it was like, he was ripped. You know what I'm saying? And so I chugged the beer with him, and I'm like, all right. At this time, it was pretty late for me, bro. It was like, you guys are gonna laugh. It was like 9:30. And I was like, all right, man. I was like, I'm gonna get to bed. And I was like, I'm assuming you're not streaming tomorrow. He's like, no, man, I'll stream tomorrow. I'm like, okay. He texted me this morning at, God, what time was it? It was like 8 a.m. It was about 8:30. So like 9:30 his time. And he goes, I'm still drunk. And I was like, all right, man. I was like, okie dokie, see ya. I was like, you know, just being responsible, kind of. And I was like, why are you so hammered? He goes, it's Easter, bro. I was like, oh. I never really, you know, Easter for me wasn't ever really a drinking holiday. It was more a food holiday, you know. But yeah, he was just hammered because it was Easter. I was like, okay. Cloak has a problem. Here's the reality. I don't know his like day-to-day, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what I can tell you is when we're together, y'all would probably, like, if we all get together, y'all probably would think that I have a problem. But like the reality is I'm just celebrating being with my friends because and that's when I really drink. I don't drink. What's the word? Social drinker. I'm a social drinker. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, Chad, Dennis is still younger. I mean, he's what, 25, right? I'm 5 years older than him. So when I was 25, I was definitely drinking more than when I'm now, which is, I'm about to be 31. So the reality is that now the older I get, the less I want to drink a lot because the more pain I'm in the next day, arguably the next 2 days. When y'all start hitting about 30 years old, chat, I'm gonna let you know something, man. Your hangovers are like 2 days long. It's no longer even if you just had, like, my hangovers used to kind of be a headache. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I kind of feel crappy. And once I was 30, bro, it's like 2 days, man. I'm hurting. First day, completely like discombobulated, can't do anything. First day, and then second day, you can do everything normal, but you have this underlying feeling of you just not being 100%. And then by the third day, you're good. That's just drinking now, which is probably why I don't drink as much as I used to, as far as like getting drunk goes, because I don't want to feel that. You know what I mean? So, but I don't think Dennis has a problem. He likes drinking. I have a lot of buddies that like drinking, and well, one thing I will say about those guys is they don't let it affect their work. They don't get, my buddies growing up, they could drink, but they'd sober up enough to go to work the next day. I guess Dennis doesn't really do that. So that's I guess that's a strike against him, but he's his own boss, I guess, you know? So 25 from Big Tuna. Love a stream. Hope the family's doing well. I'm a father of a 2-year-old with another due any day now. I don't know. One thing I've really gathered from Parenthood, my son is about to be 2 years old right now. And I cannot imagine having a 2-year-old and then trying to also have a newborn. Can't imagine. Congrats to you guys. I have a buddy, my buddy, Freddie, he just had another kid, and his daughter and my son are about the same age, and they have another kid right now. And I'm like, bro, I don't know how you're doing that. Don't know how you're doing it, man. Good luck, man. Tim, the terrible twos. Yeah, bro, Brew just one thing he's really getting into is he's like screeching. And I'm like, what are you doing? Stop it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he just like, and I think it's because he can't communicate, but he kind of just yells. I think he's like finding his voice. Tim, he probably got it from you. That's a good one, guys. It's a good one, man. It's a good one. But he, like father, like son. Man, he knows what the word no means now, though. Like, you tell him no, and he just cries. He just starts crying. The other day, I told he was trying, it was bedtime. So I was like, all right, it's time to get going to bed, right? And he goes, truck. And he's trying to get the truck and play. And I'm like, no, it's bedtime. Burst into tears. Not like that. He just started crying. He just started crying. And I'm like, no, we're going to bed. And then what I've found about Parenthood now is you can kind of divert their attention really quick. I picked him up and he was crying. I carried him into his room and then I pointed at, we got some like Marvel posters and I was like, who's that? And he goes, Spider. He's starting to get Spider-Man a little bit. He goes, Spider-Man. And I just distracted him and then laid him down and went to bed. Then he went to bed. I don't know. But it is interesting how like he could be having a meltdown. Like he could be having a meltdown, like screaming, crying, and as soon as that first chord of Baby Shark comes out, doesn't care anymore. That's all he needs. Doesn't care. It's weird, man. There's something with Baby Shark, bro. There's something. He watches this other thing on TV too, and it weirds me out. Literally, I don't know how he loves it, but it weirds me out. Weirds me out. It's a weird cartoon. Is it called Cocomelon? Honey, what's the name of that? Those cartoons that I think are weird. That it's like the daddy song. It is Cocomelon, chat. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I said there was a weird thing that he loves that I think is weird. They're all saying Cocomelon. I love to be your daddy. Bro, it's so weird. It's so weird, bro. I can't, dude, it weirds me out. Every single time I walk in, I'm like, why is this shit on? Turn it off. Dude, chat, it's so bizarre that you all knew exactly what I was talking about. Oh my gosh. Dude, there's something up with that show. There's gotta be. Kid loves it. Brew loves it. I look at it. I'm like, nightmares, bro. Nightmares. PewDiePie watched it on it? Felix watched a video on it? Dude, there's something about it, man. I don't know what it is, but every single time that thing's on the TV, I change it every single time. I love to be your daddy. Yes, it's true. I love you. It's like literally looks like a horror film. I don't know how he's watching it. PewDiePie. Wait, what did he say? PewDiePie constantly trashed it as a meme. Bro, Felix was right, bro. It's so... Now as a parent, when I'm watching it and my son loves it, I every single time I see it, I turn it to something else. I turn it. I'm like, I'm not having this on. Nothing. Get out of my house, Satan. Be gone, Satan. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird. I'm telling you, man. It like there's something about that show that is weird. Every single time I change it, it's creepy. Anywho, how'd I get on that tangent? How'd I get here? Anyone remember? Dude, there's just other shows that I like that he likes, you know, that are way better. Puppy Dog Pals. Although that one's kind of strange too. Someone pointed out because he just leaves his dogs for like years, but whatever. Bluey. I like Bluey. He sings the song. The beginning song, he sings Bluey. That one's good. But you know what? You know all Brew wants right now? You know all he watches? He watches people play with toys. That's it. They have like these little tractors, these little fire trucks, and there's like sounds, and it's people playing with toys. And I'm like, damn it, I should have done that on YouTube. Tim, I watch people play video games. Fair point. Yeah, actual true. It's like you guys with me. True. I'm about to make a 5th channel. And it's going to be me playing with toys. Oh, dude, that's so funny that PewDiePie pointed out that Cocomelon thing too. When was that? When did PewDiePie point that out? I can't believe it. It's so funny that all of you knew exactly what I was talking about. It got deleted by YouTube. Something up with that shit, bro. I'm telling you. There's something. If PewDiePie's right, bro. There's something up with Cocomelon. There's something up. Because anytime I walk into the living room and I sit on TV, I'm turning it right off, bro. I'm like, get off my TV.